Should citizens be required to vote? Now, in the United States of America, where Trump goes ahead and does Make America Great Again, there is something that we call voting, since America is a democracy, and so are other countries in the world. Constitutional monarchies are somewhat like that, but still, they're not exactly democracies. They go ahead and pretty much make sure that every citizen has the right to vote. No matter what part of the hierarchy they are, whether they're the president, I'm not sure why the president would vote, or at the very bottom of the lowest incomes, they all have the right to vote. And since this is a hot issue, we're gonna go ahead and talk about this in depth a bit more. Let's get this started with. Firstly, let's go with the pros, also known as the yes team, also known as the affirmative team. Affirmative. I love that word, but we're gonna stick with the pros, mainly because that is the traditional way of saying all these. Now, the pros go ahead and say that other countries around the world have compulsory voting. There's a lot of compulsory voting, and it usually works because it makes sure that all of them vote and make sure that they can do things really well, and making sure that they are also active citizens. The second point for the pros is that compulsory voting goes ahead and it forces people to take their action as more active citizens. If your own citizens cannot be more active, well, you're doomed. Alright, now the cons of first position is that they require people to vote. If you require people to vote, it takes away their freedom. And once you take away their freedom, well, you're doomed forever, really, because you're not going to be able to do anything. Well, the second one is that most votes are cast, but they're often not very informed. Once some of them are not informed, there's not much else you can do. The third point on the cons team, I'm just letting them go ahead and do a third point, really because I let the pros do 2 points. Is that when you force people to vote, it doesn't fix the problems on why those citizens do not vote. Like, sometimes those citizens may choose to not vote, mainly because they're all like, hey, you know what? I think both candidates suck. I don't want any of those to be the president of the United States of America, but they're the only candidates. So too bad. I have to vote. I'm not voting. It's a sign of expression. Some people don't vote because they don't really think it matters, the election. Others don't vote mainly because they think that, hey, both of them suck. Nowadays, though, the percentage of Americans voting is starting to go lower and lower. More Republicans voted than Democrats in the 2016 election. No wonder Trump won then. Yeah, that's about it. And next up, we have the third point from the pros team. Now, the pros team say that when all citizens have to vote, the voices of all those citizens are expressed. And when those citizens are all expressed, you have to make sure that they are done. All the major races are always heard, but what about the minor races, such as ASEAN, African Americans, Mexicans, Latinos? What about all those people? These people are represented less and less and less. If you make sure that they're required, well, their voices will go up, 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 up. Increasing voter turnouts. Now, some places like Australia require you to vote, and if you don't vote, unless you have a really good reason, you have to pay a $20 fine. And finally, this is my own opinion, so in the pros, they go ahead and say that candidates should start talking more about issues than they talk about, hey, vote for me. They should talk about why they should vote for me. They should be like talking about all the issues that they'll talk about. Not that, hey, vote for me and I'll do this. Vote for me, vote for me, vote for me. Yeah, that doesn't really work out. And now the fourth point for the cons, of course we have to balance things out, is that it costs money and can be hard to enforce compulsory voting. It doesn't really matter how the candidates do it. It's really expensive to do so, and it's really hard to enforce. And that's all it is in should citizens be required to vote. I hope you guys enjoyed this debate. I'll see you guys soon. Until next time, Sean Han out. Peace. Bye-bye.